let's go into the different arenas as far as we know. So what I'm going to do by like starting off with this is just kind of show some of the many different visuals that have come up around what some of these arenas look like, just to kind of get hyped about it. But you can see the first three arenas that I think are all unlocked when you start the game include what looks like something related or next door to the squats. Some, you know, the ring in the club is at least part of it. And then this one, you know, just logically, this would be the museum. But you can also see from, like, visually, we get a little bit too from, if I just play this, we get a little bit of a tease of them here too. So with each one, you can kind of see a little bit more about what they might look like. This one's very rainy. So it looks like even within, I think the arena is the same. It's going to be the exact same area, but maybe, you know, the weather kind of changes. So that's some visual stuff that we've gotten so far. You can see some, like this one is clearly like, looks like the sanctuary. And that was the club. Let's look at some of these. So all of these are clearly the club. They all look like they're in the pit. These kind of have sanctuary vibes, but logistically it would be the museum. Yeah, I don't know. Let me know what you think. Does that kind of say sanctuary, or does that kind of say museum? It definitely doesn't look like the museum. If anything, it's the tower. Yeah, that looks a lot like the tower. So I don't know. You tell me what you think. Those mobs are in the sanctuary too. So I don't know. But either way, that's a little bit visually of what we know. Now, what's really cool too, just visually as we continue to look at this, is that there are 9 very quick cuts at the beginning of the teaser that sloclap put out. Or PlayStation and sloclap did, I'm not sure. But you can see just visually, I think it's giving a sense. And the first teaser kind of showed us this hallway where people were just popping out. So one of my hunches is that maybe these first 9 cuts show us 9 different arenas. I don't know for sure. But if the more we're in a hallway, the better. I love that squats hallway. Here's another one, which we see. I think this is the first arena that's in the in-depth gameplay from IGN. And then, yeah, there's a few helicopter pads here. So that's one, which I think could be the museum or tower, if these are even associated with the level, which they may not be. They may be not at all affiliated or associated with the level. Club, obviously. Yeah, that could be, I think that's the museum or the tower. Another helipad. Squats kind of looking, but very cool. So yeah, again, what's not clear to me is within an arena, are the 5 different challenges all in the same location? Or they're kind of like within an arena, you have a few different locations too. I think we're going to figure that out as we go. And here's yet another helicopter pad. Yeah, that again, that looks like it could be where you start out in the game, or potentially the squats. So again, we're just kind of visually looking at some stuff here. Let's see if they show us anything else. Yeah, so here's another look at what this sort of squats looking level looks like. And this is called capture, which I'm still really confused about exactly what it is, but we're going to look at that more. We're going to talk more about the fact that Sean's pictured there and not the 2 characters. Let's talk more about that later on. But this is just in the training area too. So this is what kind of has me thinking maybe there is a training survivor mode where you just go on forever. Well, I don't want to spoil it. It's at the end of the video. Keep watching. And yeah, so here's the helipad. So you kind of get the sense, like, I don't think there are going to be any big surprises in terms of the arenas. I think we've seen the different arenas and maps and things. Like, you definitely have a flavor for them. You know, maybe one of the arenas is going to be really outlandish and, you know, in Fajar's jungle or somewhere where I can't even think of. But to me, it seems like they're all going to kind of be riffing off the maps and aesthetic of the game so far. And then just to show you a little bit more from the in-depth play. So here's one. That's a shout out to Elden Ring. He plays 3. So here's another one that's really rainy and kind of cool looking. Then the last one is like a clear nod to the Matrix, also sort of a rainy outside location that kind of reminds me of the squat. So that's kind of visually we know what we know about the arenas. And that's kind of all I got for you for this. So that, sorry about the phone vibrate there, but yeah, so those are the arenas that we have.